morning, Lincoln Links. Welcome back. My name is Lindsay Weisner.
And I'm Bradley Howard, and this is the Lincoln Links News, where we will keep you up to date with events that are happening in the school and in the community.
This week, we wanted to go over a pretty sensitive topic in our school that's been affecting not only our students, but also our staff. Motivation has been a tricky subject this year, with all the bouncing back and forth between online learning and in-person learning in the classroom.
I agree, Lindsay. After coming back from the quarantine with all the struggles there are, we understand that it's hard to stay motivated and positive towards schoolwork and staying focused in class. We interviewed several students and staff to better understand what keeps them motivated.
Wow, that's a tough question. I guess I would say that in some regards I've probably put more motivation out because I'm trying to kind of make up for the lack of enthusiasm, the lack of the lack of try, maybe a little bit, but in other ways, I mean, it's affected me too. Obviously, you know, it's hard to see, you know, morale down. It's hard to see events that you guys look forward to get canceled, and it's really hard to try to stay positive when there's a lot of negativity around.
I don't know. I think it's being redirected. I think the motivation is still there to do the things we've always wanted to do. As students, we still look ahead to the future, the plans we already had in place. As teachers, administrators, it's the same thing. It's just the unknowns that keep coming up. We don't know if we're still going to be in class tomorrow or the next week. If we do go remote learning, we don't know how long it's going to be. So motivation-wise, I think it's still the same. It's just taking it hit and miss. Sometimes we have to sit back and reflect on what we want to do, and I don't think those things change. So that's kind of a vague answer at best.
Motivation, it's hard to have the motivation, but the fact that we're in school and I get to see you guys' face, at least half of it without the mask, is what's motivation to me, because I want to keep things safe so we can continue to come to school.
This school year is definitely tougher. I'm not gonna lie. It's been harder as far as you know, some of the things that we look forward to doing, field trips or getting outside, or you know, bringing in some guest presenters or having people meet us at the school. It's just harder to have it organized because not a lot of people are able, even if they want to. The desire's there, they're just not allowed by their agency.
Okay. My opinion, or how I feel about the school year. I believe that the school year has been frustrating at times. Again, I'll reflect back to all those unknowns. I myself want to continue the way things have been because it was comfortable. We knew what to expect. We knew what we were going to do. We knew the direction we wanted to go. And I think we still know those things. But in the back of my mind, I'm just still waiting for those random moments that pop up. We don't know what's going to happen. So we keep plugging away, keep working hard, keep our focus, and keep those goals that we've always had out in front of us, and keep working towards those. So the change, I think, just always having that unknown in the back of my mind. That's the biggest change, and trying to keep everybody else focused.
I actually feel pretty positive about it for what it could be. I think Lincoln schools are doing way better than most schools are doing. Your students have stepped up and did what you needed to do to keep everyone safe and to continue your education. So I think as far as Lincoln goes, we're doing a great job that way.
Okay, so I guess one of the ways I try to keep myself motivated is to, you know, try to start out every single day with something positive, a positive message. To be honest, I avoid the news. I can't watch it. I don't. It's not that I want to put my head in the sand. It's just that in order for me to maintain positivity, I just can't sometimes, and I just know that. So I avoid negative books, negative media, everything.
My personal motivation is knowing that this is going to go away. eventually. I mean, we've changed things. I think we'll always have a lot of these changes in place for the rest of our lives, whether it's more attention or more detail oriented on staying clean, just staying, washing your hands more often, sanitizing more often. I think it was just a quick gut check. Hey, you need to stop, think about what you're doing. But my motivation just stays focused on what's ahead. I'm looking to tomorrow. I still have my goals, my ambitions. Those things haven't changed, and I just keep my focus on that. Nothing has changed there. It's just I have to jump through maybe a couple more hoops to get there. So just keep looking to the end.
I feel like when I have lack of motivation, it spreads out, and so it's not good for others if I have it. So I really try to constantly show a positive attitude and some motivation to keep things as normal as we can. And sometimes that's hard for me to continue to do that all the time. But so that would be the hardest thing, is because I think people look to me to have that motivation. And sometimes it is hard to have it. When I see kids sad or upset or not getting what they would normally get, that bothers me. And so, I really try to make things positive.
Yeah, I would say that it has been a struggle. Again, I tend to feed around the energies that are around me, so it's been harder. I find at the end of the day, I'm more depressed, I guess, than I was in previous years, and I don't like that. I don't like that feeling. I want to escape it. So yeah, I would say it's been a struggle for everyone.
My struggles, I don't know that I'm struggling too much. I think there's times where I wake up not knowing what's going to happen. I think I keep coming back to that unknown. I just don't know how long I can continue doing these things before something comes up that we have to change our habits again. If we have to go back into remote learning. Those are the struggles for me. As a teacher, dealing with the shop class, that's been an extraordinary challenge, trying to figure out how to keep the students learning and engaged and trying to do things in the woodworking, because remote, I can't have the students working on projects. That's what's frustrating. And we use the textbook to learn, so well educated they are, and we've gone through a lot of chapters on how to do things, but getting our hands on it to do it, that's been a struggling part of the teaching aspect. So I'm thankful we're back in so the kids can work on projects and I can help them with that. From an administrative perspective, I think it's just making sure we're following all the guidelines that are necessary. We're trying to keep everybody happy and safe and understand their concerns, but still try to reassure everybody we're trying to do the best we can for everybody, not just certain people.
It's pretty interesting because COVID came in my first year as superintendent, so I really don't know what a normal superintendency would be like. So I feel more comfortable this year because I know what's happening, but I would think next year, if we're back to normal, will be a new experience for me because I have not had a normal experience as a superintendent before. So I don't know.
I keep myself motivated by looking at everything as the glass half full. Like, if we go online for like a couple days, it's like, oh, a little rest or a little break from school because we get done earlier. And self-affirmations and just looking at everything positively is really important.
I keep myself motivated by busying myself with hobbies, and I also like to have a consistent routine. And it's been a little hard with the whole world right now having a routine, but I've finally, after a while, have found a more consistent routine for myself, so that does help with my motivation.
The thing that keeps us motivated is probably working with our friends and getting like when you finish your work, you get to do reading and all that stuff. And it's more fun to get to work with your friends, so you're more motivated to do your work.
I think the hardest part is like recovering from the lack of motivation, like dealing with the result of it. But I think it's getting better as we all get used to the inconsistency, personally.
Yeah, and things are slowly starting to change a little bit back to normal again, which is nice. It's just, personally for me, school is not my favorite place in the world, so having this going on, it makes it even harder sometimes to want to be here, and it's just frustrating because I want to be mentally here and motivated and
So the school year is really fun, but it sucks because we get to spend time with our teachers and our friends, and it sucks because we have to wear masks.
Thanks, guys. I've been having a lot of trouble keeping my motivation up too, but I always know if I try my best and keep moving forward, I can stay motivated. Some ways I like to stay motivated are by keeping myself on schedule and keeping a planner to organize my priorities and help me stay on task. What helps keep you motivated, Brad?
I use music to help keep me motivated and focused in school. It really helps me stay on task and makes me more willing to work.
That's a great way to stay motivated, Brad. Maybe if we have some good weather this week, we can stay motivated and get outside. Let's go see what the weather is up to with Allie.
Hi, I'm Allie with your weekend weather report. On Friday we have a high of 52, and then going on to Sunday we have a low of 28 with cloudy skies all weekend, going into the next week with our snow and rain starting back up again. Go enjoy the sunny weather this weekend and soak up some sunshine. Now back to you, Lindsay and Brad.
Thanks for the weather report, Allie. Next up, we've got Funky Food Reviews with Damien and Allie.
Hi, I'm Damien, and this is Allie.
And this is Funky Food Review.
Today, we interviewed some of the kindergartners and 6th graders to see what their favorite funky food combos were.
Let's go see what they were.
Ranch and ketchup with french fries. That's my weird food combo.
Okay.
Combo is cheese puffs with cheese.
Okay. Do you know what it is? What is it?
Fruit.
You like to mix fruit with what else?
Yeah, let's go. Yogurt and whipped cream.
Okay. What's yours?
I like to mix frozen fruit with other frozen fruit.
Okay. That's cool. Well, thank you guys. Wow, those are some funky foods from the 6th grade and the kindergarten.
Hey, let's try Grayson's, because his seemed the funkiest.
All right. We got our Cheetos and our cheese.
All right. Do you want the honors?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. Super cheesy.
Yeah,
that's
really
for sure.
cheesy. Tastes like a crunchy salsa Cheeto.
Well, thanks, Grayson, for that funky food review.
Yep.
Thanks for the Funky Food Review, guys. Next up, we've got Movie Review with JR.
Hello and welcome back to Movie Review. Today I am reviewing Soul by Pixar. Soul is a movie about finding your spark and what makes you motivated, as it is about Joe helping 22, a character in the movie, find what their spark is. A spark isn't your purpose in life, it is your motivation. Something you love enough to get you through the day, and that is just the thought of it gets you excited. This is a very fun movie and I enjoyed it greatly. That's all from me. See you next time.
Thanks, JR, for that great movie review. Well, that's all we have for this week. I'm Lindsay Weisner.
And I've been Bradley Howard, and this is your Lincoln Links newscast, signing off.